we give the most problematic people like a mic, and and they do what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? So
I just wanted to chime in real quick. Yeah, that's why I even said what I said. Because she's been in a lot of spaces and she just been disingenuous. They try to give her the facts. They're like, oh, no, y'all, we still don't need no reparations. Then, okay, then, if that's how you feel, then why come into the space? Yes, there are people who want to learn and check, Yaya, and a lot of people from Security Tribe give people knowledge. But when you're ingenuous and you want to deny the information, when they put it right dead ass in your face on the jumbo screen, and you're not gonna try and take up on the information, then you just want to knock it just to knock it, and that's not cool. Because if that's what you want to be on, you know what I'm saying, you chill back in the cut, eat your little chitlins, and mind your business.
Sis, that's a tether nigga. Like, people try to give this nigga the benefit of the doubt, right? That's a fucking whole nigga coming here, right? It's a dude who coming here. He's a fucking dude. He's a dude. He comes in here, pretends to be a girl, and patrol and fuck with everybody. And everybody do try to use the right pronouns for him. Everybody do try to be respectful to him. Everybody
You talking about the
try to. I'm talking about Giselle, nigga. I'm talking about that dude, that Nigerian dude, Giselle. There's a whole Nigerian man that come in these spaces. Bro, this nigga sick. He has nothing.
yeah,
Look,
Black American women, and he
we
still
might
gets
need to
mics.
start a GoFundMe to get this nigga a PlayStation or something. Like, he needs something to do.
No, we need.
That's all I'm saying. He just needs something to do. Or he needs something to do though. Like, this guy, right? This guy in the wig. It's a fucking dude.
Yeah,
he coming here.
He
gets on everybody's nerves though. You don't have to be. He wouldn't be a dude.
Already did the most.
He gets on everybody's nerves, bro. I'll be damned, bro. It got to be more to life than just going on the internet pissing off a bunch of strangers. You can go kill. Come on, cuz. You can go kill for death threats on GTA.
Yeah, he's getting paid. He's definitely getting paid.
Yeah, come on, man. It ain't even what life about.
He's coming to my spaces plenty of times, call women basic black bitches. That's how he describes them. So he gets no respect. But we're gonna go to Sister Double Dutch. You feel me? What's up, sister? How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, my voice is different. But I was in here yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and I just want to have an understanding for someone like in my shoes. How would I be able to aid in reparations for everyone else? Like, everybody's not going to go through the process of verifying and doing that way. So I know that I am an individual that won't qualify for reparations because I've already claimed other ways. So how would I add support? I did go ahead and sign the petition, but how would some people like me actually support? And like, we don't qualify, and I know, so that's fine, but how do we add support for this fight?
You can hashtag reparations now every day. You can support reparation candidates. You can pull up in September, find your city and state. There's rooms being open, and you can pull up for the rally that Brother Tyreek is going to be giving in Washington, D.C. on October 17th. So there's many ways that you can help brothers and sisters get their reparations.
Okay. Now,
and sister, we both in Houston, so
okay.
Yeah, we gotta set that up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Definitely.
Because also, like, what does? Okay, so I know we're fighting for this now. We know change takes time and things like that. So 5 years down the line, what will it look like for what we're asking? Like, will it be people that verified against people that got reparated? Like, I'm trying to the government can twist things in some malicious ways to put people in separation. So, like, how do I go back to my tribe to communicate, hey, this is not going to be against us. This is for all of us. We need to support them in their movement. Like, how do I go to them as far as getting them to support as well? Because it's a lot of things that we're trying to get involved in, but it's like sometimes we don't know the right way to maneuver because laws are different for us. We don't qualify for reparations once provided. If provided, we don't qualify for those type of things. So we don't really know if I feel like it's everybody's fight, but there's a lot of people that's like, hey, that's their business. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. Because I wouldn't know, none of us would be able to do what we've done if these people were not existent. A lot of the information that we've been able to obtain is from everybody all over the world. So it's like, how would I go back to the tribe and say, okay, we need to stand, this is why we need to stand with, regardless of us receiving or not receiving.
Can I answer that?
Okay. I'm just asking anyone.
Yeah, well, you can tell them that because of our lineage, because of our ancestors, you all have the luxury, and I'm not saying this in a condescending way, but you all were able to come to this land and have an opportunity to get some of the best education.
I'm not talking about foreigners. I'm talking about people of this land. I'm not talking about foreigners.
But if they're of immigrant status from like second generation, third generation, they have to acknowledge we paved the way for them to be able to come here. So if they could support something like this, think about the indigenous community. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. I'm sorry. Speaking about some Aboriginal people, I get exactly what you're saying. Apologies. Okay, you good, brother. I'm on some. You feel me? I say I know what tribes I belong to, you feel me? Am I going to get in contact with them? Absolutely. But if at any point, you know what I'm saying, it goes against what we're trying to achieve, I'm going to have to opt out of it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm asking. That's really where because right now it's like, it's so much going on with us to where it's like they put it this way. I'm going to say it how the chief said it. Nobody showed up for us. So why should we show up? And I'm like,
I think you're in the Matrix. Is it just for me, or is she in the Matrix?
Yeah, she in the Matrix.
Huh?
So yes, right now I'm currently in an area that is engulfed with it. So
leave it alone.
Yes.
No reason to play with the box, okay? Yeah, no reason to play.
It's a lot going on in Louisiana right now.
You said Louisiana?
Yeah, right now, I had to come here. There's some things going on with the treaties, with the casinos. Casinos are only built on tribal lands, and for us to go and claim things, it's a lot.
No,
and so I'm here now. And speaking with these individuals, it's like speaking with the government, speaking with our people of color, then speaking with it's like everybody wants to be divided and nobody's understanding that we all have to work together. So it's like I'm still getting the same pushback that I would normally get from the Black community, even here, and it's kind of like mind-boggling to me. Like I had a 3-hour meeting this morning where we were just discussing, and they're like, yeah, so I'm trying to figure out a way to help everybody, because I don't feel like us being separated does anything. Like, everybody needs to fight because everybody looks alike. That's how they categorized us, by everybody's the same thing because you're melanated. So I feel like everybody melanated should be fighting.
Can I address real quick? Yeah, go ahead. All right, you said
No, that was not. I just was trying to see what things I could possibly, I have, just now I did share the petition, with them and things.
Sand, you have to mute your mic. Sandusky, you have to mute your mic. You're echoing and feeding back in the room. I'm just trying to talk, please. Thank you.
I was just asking just for I did share the information. I just want to be able to be better prepared when communicating it's everybody's fight, and I don't know, it was a shocker to me today when what was said, and it was like, wait a minute, No, folks. And so, like, it's like being here and hearing the information and being access to the information is one thing. But, like, how do it's like I don't want us to be separated after reparations occur because of the world we live in. That's how they work. You know, like as soon as one rises, another takes the hit for that rise. So I guess
okay, I'm gonna address you real quick. So you said a lot. First thing I want to address, you said you were speaking to some tribes in Louisiana, right? Is that correct? That's over the casinos. Am I correct?
No, I'm actually here in Louisiana, but doing some things for my own lineage that we're trying to claim our property from that entity type scenario.
Okay, so this is why I got on the stage to address you because my family went through the same thing back in the early 2000s. We were making our Indian claim, and we had to go up against these $5 Indians that are in control of the casinos and reservations and things like that, and they completely X'd us out of the entire conversation. So as I'm hearing, one second, as I'm hearing you speaking, you're going in and out of saying we and us and them and things like that. But looking at your profile picture, if that's you in your profile picture, you're not one of those $5 Indians, and that's why it's so hard for you to get through to them in those meetings and things like that, because they know that you're not one of them. And the thing is, you're actually one of us, and you're an original American Indian, and the reparations claim that we all fighting for collectively is for those American Indians, not the $5 Native Americans that's in charge of those casinos. Want to ask them for anything is you're basically talking to a brick wall and wasting your time. And I can show you proof on that if you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
And that was created through the Curtis Act of 1898. You feel me? The people who created the Dawes Rolls created the Freeman Rolls. You feel me? So they're all connected. It was strategically created to lock us out, to do the blood quantum thing, knowing that that's not our blood, and for them to keep you know what I'm saying, that position. You feel me? Because at the time, the term native meant something totally different from what it means now. This is why we need etymology books. You feel me? You know, since you know that for sure.
Yeah.
I'll speak to the room.
And those casinos is those casinos. If you look at the head of those casinos, like the chiefs and all of this, you're gonna see a lot of Europeans. Those are all Europeans at the top of those boards and things like that. Those they might have indigenous sounding names or Indian sounding names, but those are clearly Europeans, and you can see it in their face and their attributes and things like that. So the fight that we having right now, as far as we're completely sidestepping the $5 Indians. We don't have to go to them and ask them for shit. We don't have to ask them to put us on their registration. We don't have to ask them to.
They finna have to leave too. We finna reconstruct it all.
Yeah, so this is what
who is your ancestors? Fucking blood quantum. Where's your ancestors?
And then Louisiana, like I was saying, Louisiana, right? There was multiple different tribes. The tribes that are in charge of those casinos all over Louisiana, them not even in Louisiana.
That's why we're going to.
Exactly. You probably come from what area of Louisiana are you from?
You gotta understand.
I'm sorry.
No, answer this question. I'm sorry, I was cutting y'all off.
They call it Glencoe, Louisiana. It's right there by the bayou, by what you would call the Turtle Bayou. It's at the tip. By Fort General Lafayette.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so around Lafayette area, that would have been a Voyo Tensa Indian tribe that was back in the 1700s.
I'm aware.
You're aware, yeah. So you're aware of that, yeah. So those Indian casinos and all of that. I just wanted to get up here and let you know you'll be wasting a lot of time going to those meetings and things like that. Because my mother wasted a lot of time with those.
I've been in there monthly.
Yeah, my mother was going to the meetings every other week. She was in the meetings faithfully, getting things, getting our family together. That's I'm on Twitter with my lineage traced already and things like and knowing things like that because I where we from the South, our Indian families they was on top of that shit in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? Yeah, they was on top of that shit in the early 2000s. But yeah, you stumbled into Twitter and came to the right place because you'll be wasting a whole lot of time fucking with those casinos. But to answer your question, sister, we fighting for all of that. You feel me? So, right now we're going back to the first census. You feel me? It's by lineage. You feel me? I don't know if I necessarily qualify for that. You feel me? But I'm still fighting. It is going after that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting what's owed to them on the coordinates. I want the land deeds, everything. You know what I'm saying? I need it all. I don't give a damn if Super Amazon is on it. You feel me? Tear it the fuck down. Actually, I'm gonna keep it up for a year. I'm gonna extort them, and then I'm gonna tear it down. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I'm gonna tear it down. So we need all that. You know what I'm saying? We started from 1860. What is it? 1860. Marcel, what is it? 1871. The 1860s from, you know what I'm saying, to up for Jim Crow, Reconstruction, you know what I'm saying, the Black Codes, all of that, you feel me? We're going back, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all all the way 12 dynasties.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? To the British Crown and everything.
Yeah, because we've been putting on the floor to go back to the 1700s.
Yeah, that's all I had to do.
At least the 1790s to be safe. So that we make sure that we're eating all our babies first.
So I can't lie though. It's some things that I haven't gotten since I've nationalized. Like I didn't get a stimulus. I don't qualify for food stamps and WIC and stuff like that. Like I don't qualify for none of those things. When they took my birth certificate and my social security card, all of that was gone. So that's why I did have a conversation this morning.
You need some?
About it. Nah, I'm good.
Fast, you need some? I got you. Hey, bro.
Thank you, love.
And that was all that. Man, they can't tell me what to do with my shit. I can do anything I want to do with it. You feel me? And yeah, that part. Yeah. So what I want to tell you. No, what I want to tell you before you go to, by y'all filing that paperwork, that kind of rendered y'all stateless. Like it's like y'all in between, like y'all in purgatory right now. Yeah, y'all in purgatory right now because you're no longer subjects of the United States government.
Right, and I don't live there either. I live in Houston. So because I don't live on the state, it's a lot. I didn't know a lot of stuff when it started. My mom passed and we inherited sugarcane land out there, and everything.
Did you break up?
Oh, I'm sorry. My mom had passed, and we inherited sugarcane land out there, and it started all of this. So I didn't know half of nothing, and I'm learning that this is a long process. I feel like I'm remedial sometimes, but thank y'all. Get the information. I'll DM and message people, from there. But thank you. I give it the peace that I know.
Wake up in the morning.
Yeah, just follow everybody on stage. We always on it. Yeah, exactly. And Double Dutch, I ain't gonna lie too. You feel me? It's nothing in the Constitution that says we can't form our own tribal land and our own tribe and our own. This is what I'm saying. They can't. You can't control me. You know
doing all that punching on
what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. And it's backed by blood treaty. So because we are still the descendants, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do and bring whoever we want to bring. You see what I'm saying? So that's the part. Tangibles, we're getting those R's, and because no, we are the economy. We're not going to keep being the pale the tail on Black America. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just the butt of the joke. No, you know what I'm saying? So we have the right to do all that. So stick with us, you feel me? We for all of us getting what's ours. You know what I'm saying? We fuck them.
Anybody in Louisiana and they want to stay on the sovereign land, we own property there. We're putting down a trailer park right now for people that if they just need assistance to get together. I'm here. Thank y'all.
Good shot, easy.
And I want to say one more thing too. Louisiana was a lot bigger. Sister Yaya posted a map yesterday.
Yeah.
So what they considered Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see like that same thing with Texas. Texas is part of Oklahoma and a little bit of Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Was, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that matters. It was, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand what the year was, what the map looked like, what words meant.
My family, like my mom, I've paid for that type of stuff. Like, man, I have so much stuff sitting here. I have a vintage tree. I have so much stuff that I've paid for to have authentic documentation for. It's crazy. Like when Trump made that law even more difficult for national relation. So that's where I understand.